multiple cameras today. All right, I think both cameras are going. Trying something new today, folks. All right, are we going? All right, let me get the other one going. There we are, a 40th. Boy, yeah, I don't even know how to do this. So, I guess I just gotta look at whatever camera can see me. Where am I gonna put this? Because now that camera is in that camera's shot. Ah, well, to hell with it. So I have monkeyed around with filming in this manner once before, just trying it out. And this camera, I don't even get full frame, get full figure in this one very often. And I gotta tell you, it's very much like stepping in front of a full-length mirror if you don't have a full-length mirror at home, because you just go into a shock. I mean, is this me? I mean, all 220 pounds of myself are fully on display right now. That ain't cool. I don't like that. But I'm not afraid of you seeing it, because much like y'all watching me going from coughing and hacking in my backyard a week after open heart surgery, y'all gonna watch me shed this weight. I'm actually, since my surgery, I'm already down 8 pounds, and that's my goal. My goal is to be under 200 pounds. I have not been under 200 pounds in over 10 years. And if I get under 200 pounds, I'm gonna shoot for 180. I'm only 5'6", so 180 is still heavy for a man my size. But 220, man, I can't do that anymore. That's too much shit to carry around. I mean, you already see I'm carrying this shit. That's too damn heavy. All right, why are we here? Why the fuck are we here? We're here because during my convalescence, after my surgery, during my convalescence, I spent a lot of time watching YouTube, like hours of it. Like Thomas Heaton's been doing this shit for over 10 years. I've literally watched every single one of his videos. That's that's how much time I spent in bed. But anyway, you know, that filled the gap when I couldn't get out and do shit myself. But it helped me land on what it is that I really like, what kind of photography I want to shoot. Actually, you know what? We need to stand you up a little bit. There we go. I'll look you in the eye. It helped me land on what I truly like about photography, what I want to shoot. And what that is long exposure photography. I've always enjoyed long exposure photography. I like looking at it. I like making it. It's one of those things about photography that there's just as much math and science in photography as there is art. And I really like that. And the process of making a long exposure photograph is nearly meditative itself. Not even thinking about the image you're creating, it's just the process. It's honestly what drew me so heavily to film photography when I first got started. It wasn't the act of creating the photograph, it was the meditation of working the darkroom, developing the film, creating the print, the dodging, the burning, the alternative chemical processes. And I'm already starting to babble on, but yeah, long exposure photography. The process itself is therapeutic for my heavily weighted mind, but also the images. You could take a scene that is absolutely full of chaos and just smooth everything over. You can create something so peaceful out of something so crazy. And now my dumb ass has lost all my clouds. Sitting there looking out here at all the clouds while I've been babbling have moved over there. My blue sky curse continues, and that's the direction I'm going to be shooting. And all of those clouds 8 minutes ago were over there, and now they're not. Oh well. I guess we're shooting in black and white again today. I do like the color blue. All right, okay, let me shut the fuck up and get something set up here so that I can show you. Okay, so we are shooting in monochrome today, and this is mucky and nasty down here. I've actually gone so far as to set the camera in monochrome. Let me just show you what we've got here. Probably going to do this in 2 shots. I'm going to have to focus on these stones out here and focus once on that rock, and maybe a third for these rocks out here. But that's the basic setup. It doesn't seem like much. And I'm wondering if I need to raise up a little bit. Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah. Maybe down. Do I need to step out a bit? Yeah, I think we just need to come up and include, what do you think, maybe half of the sky, right about there. Put the horizon like bang in the middle. Yeah, let's try that. But we're going to drop the legs rather than lift the center stand. Oh, let's see. I probably need to recompose you since I've done gone off and moved. How's that? That's a little better, isn't it? Keep you from falling over in the water. That'd be expensive. All right. All right. Whoa, look at that. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's get this dialed in. It's really bright out in front of me. I'm having a hell of a time seeing here. All right, let's get that dialed back up. We don't have any clouds out there. Happened to our clouds. What happened to our clouds is I was running my soup cooler, so I think this is going to end up being, yeah, this is going to end up being a 16 by 9. We're just going to have to crop out the top of the sky. So, but I don't think we have to focus stack so much anymore. I think if we shoot f/16, we're going to be just fine with that bit of rock and these rocks out here. I think f/16 is going to be just fine. All right, let's get our neutral density filters on here so we can actually make this a long exposure. Actually, why don't I get myself focused up here before we start monkeying around with that. And it is so bright. I can't see the back of my LCD. And I have a new camera monitor that I'm dying to show y'all that actually lets, you know, it mounts up here. It's 5 inches. And it lets me use my camera like it's a large format rather than this tiny little LCD screen on a DSLR. But it's so bright out here, I still wouldn't be able to see it. Speaking of large formats. the bifocals down. And I think we got her. This really sucks a lot. All right. Now let's do something about all that damn glare. Normally I wouldn't like to blow on my filters, but I don't have my rocket duster. So don't do what I just did. So those that are curious about what I've got here, this is the K&F X Pro square filter system. A geared circular polarizer. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see those gears. That just drops in here, locks in, and you just spin the wheel here. Check your polarization. And boy, I just cannot see. I'm using the histogram to set the polarization here because it's so bright I can't see the LCD screen here. Shifting my histogram to the right without clipping is taking me to a 45th. So we're gonna pop on a 10-stop neutral density. Yeah, that's only giving me a 30-second exposure for this. With a 10-stop neutral density filter, that's how bright it is out here yet. But I think 30 seconds is probably going to be just enough. I think that's going to be plenty. I love these K&F filters. The only thing that I don't like, it's a big pain in the ass, is actually getting the filters out of this box. Getting the gradients out is easy because they're longer, but the square filters, man, that's a pain in my dick. ND 1000. Bump that out to 30 seconds. And I do believe we're going to put a 3-stop soft grad to bring that sky down a bit. All right, 2-second timer and 30 seconds. Yeah. I hope that doesn't suck. Hey, let's see how that looks. Yeah. See, these waves they're not bouncing around tremendously, but there's enough. I mean, you could hear them. You can hear them there in the background. They're lapping at the shore. There's movement out there. But just, you know, that just 30 seconds is all this was, and it just turns to glass, and it just becomes so serene. And I like that because that serenity is just something, it's just something I've been chasing for years. Yeah, so expect to see a lot more. Expect to see a lot more of this from me in the future. I needed to sink my teeth into something and just, yeah, this is definitely it. All right, I don't even see myself doing much in the way of post-processing with this. This is exactly what I want to do. It's a good thing I live near water. All right, let's Let's go find somewhere to sit for the evening. Well, I was going to try a shot from here with the 70 to 200 on the break wall. Just to show you what's in camera just now. So the sunset, the sun is going to touch the water just to the left of the frame. So the sun is, well, it's coming into frame just now, but at sunset, it's not going to be in frame at all. But if this holds, if that holds, we're going to get some real pretty colors tonight. The trouble is that even with as heavy as this lens is, there's some shake. There's some shake in there. And that's not going to be super conducive for a long exposure. And I want to be able to pull at least a 30-second here. So I think I'm actually going to go out onto the break wall, which means I got to hustle my ass around the park because we've only got about 45 minutes till sunset, and I need to get over there and find a composition that I haven't shot a million times. Every time. Every damn time. 3 minutes ago, there were 0 people here. And now, they're directly in front of the camera. And that's pretty much where they stayed for the remainder of the evening. Now, I don't believe these kids were being intentionally rude, but honestly, how completely oblivious can you be? You know, these kids had just as much right to be there as I did, but I was obviously doing something, and they walked directly in front of the camera, at one point splashing water on my gear. I ended up packing up and taking off just to save my mood. I will not be returning to this location until after the tourist season is over. I'm not sure why, but for some reason I thought I could get away with using the GoPro's internal microphone for this piece, but the audio was pretty much ruined by the wind noise coming off the lake. Rather than make you suffer through that, I'm going to go ahead and voice over this piece. Long story short, all I'm really saying here is that I didn't want to end the video on the sour note that I had experienced the night before. So here I am at the MkII Bridge, photographing some more long exposures and dodging tourists, etc. And the composition that I have set up isn't anything that I haven't seen a million times before, but it's only cliche to the locals. Every time. Every time. Alright, so I had every intention of heading home after this. I wasn't going to vlog anymore, but fucking look at that shit. I got a nice little shot over with these rocks here and the bridge in the background. This nice gentleman and his son right there were in the shot, and they so very kindly moved, and I did actually get a pretty good shot of them while they were seated there. But yeah, totally did not expect this storm coming in, and it's freaking awesome. So that storm didn't last long. I mean, there's still some interest in these clouds over here, but the big heavy shit it's already over there. I didn't even have time to get a circular polarizer on, and it was in and out quick as shit. Like I said, there's still some pretty stuff up there in the sky. I think I might try to grab some, but I've lost the best of it. Well, as you can see by my glasses, the rain's coming down pretty good now. Guess who's got the beach to themselves? Fucking tourists. I love it when you come and spend money, but I hate it when you just hang out. All right, so I just had more fun than I thought I was gonna today. Whew. You know, I don't mind the rain, but boy, it started chucking it down. I mean, look at my glasses. You know, and I was gonna keep shooting because the bridge is all socked in with fog, and I turn around and change lenses, and my camera bag is just sitting wide open. Now, my camera bag is waterproof, but in order to take advantage of that waterproof ability is that the fucking bag's got to be closed. All right, so I'm gonna head home and pull all my gear out and dry it all off. So if you've reached the end of this video, I appreciate you sticking around. And if you're liking my content and you enjoy what I do, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing it. Well, I guess that's it, and we'll see you next time.